everyone. My name is Lindsay Weber, and I am a Beachbody coach. I've been a coach for almost a year and a half now, and I started because I was trying to lose my baby weight from my first baby. I was 9 months postpartum, and I was having the most challenging time losing the weight. And really it came down to, I knew what I was supposed to do. I knew I was supposed to work out. I knew I was supposed to eat healthy, but I was having a hard time being consistent, and really just the fatigue of nursing. I could not get myself out of bed to get the workouts done. I was so tired that I was eating, because that's something I do. And so I found the 21-day fix and Shakeology, and I've been drinking Shakeology and doing the 21-day fix ever since. And so I just wanted to share a little with you about Shakeology. First of all, what is it? It is a meal replacement shake with awesome stuff in it. No, but I just want to be really clear that it is not a protein shake. And I think that's where a lot of people get tripped up on Shakeology, because so many people feel like, well, I can just go to GNC, or I can go to Walmart or Target, and I can get a thing of protein powder for $23. Why would I want to pay for Shakeology? And the part that we have to start it is not a protein shake. Yes, there is protein in it. You get about 16 to 17 grams of protein, but it is a meal replacement shake. It's going to give you literally everything you need in one shake. And I know a lot of people say, well, I don't like to drink my calories, or I don't like to have the nutrition that I'm supposed to get in a shake. And here is the deal. In order for you to get all of your nutrition that you would need from calories, from food, you would have to eat 27,000 calories. 27,000. Like, that's not an extra zero. 27,000. It's an insane amount. We cannot possibly get all the nutrients we need from food. So that's why we take supplements. We take vitamins and fish oil and whatever else stuff that you would take. And Shakeology is a place of all of those supplements. You are getting every single nutrient that you need in this bag of Shakeology. It has over 70 superfoods in it that are going to help with inflammation. It's going to help with cravings. It's going to help with your skin and your hair and your nails. And all of that is because you're actually getting the nutrients that you need from this shake. So why do you want to drink it? Well, first of all, there's something called the diet cycle. And if you've never heard of it, you will know you've experienced it once I explain it. Because what happens is, we all get to that point where we want to change something. So we decide we're going to start a diet. And we start cutting back our calories, which means we start cutting back our nutrients that food is giving us. We start working out, which depletes our nutrients even more when we sweat. And we get on the cycle, and we're good for about the first 10 days. And then days 10 and 14 hit, and our body starts like, whoa, what are you doing to me? Because it is starting to become deficient in nutrients, because you're taking all of this stuff out and you're not putting anything back in. And so you start having cravings, you start having fatigue, you start getting irritable, and you start getting frustrated, because all of these things are starting to happen, and you start to give in. You give a little bit of it here, you get up a little bit into your food here, you maybe work out, and what ends up happening is then you start to have that guilty feeling of like, I can't do this, why am I doing this, I'm gonna stop. And then you stop, and then it takes a little bit long for that motivation to come back, and that guilt builds up and then we want to start again. And what's happening in that 10 to 14 days is your body is deprived of nutrients. The three number one signals that you are nutrient deficient is irritability, cravings, and lack of energy. And that is why when you start feeling those things, you fall off. And that is where Shakeology comes in. So one of the big things that everybody talks about is how much does it cost? Shakeology is going to cost you about $4 a shake, which if you think of it, think about any time you're trying to get a healthy lunch or a healthy dinner or breakfast. How much are you going to spend? We're not talking like off the dollar menu at McDonald's here. Like a good meal is going to cost you anywhere from at least $4 to $7. And so you have to think with Shakeology, you are getting 30 meals up front in your bag. And so it works out to $4 a bag. My husband and I, we just take it off our grocery bill because I know that it is a meal that I do not have to plan. And it's also a meal I don't have to cook. Hello, because I hate cooking. So for us, we just take it right off our budget, knowing that at the beginning of the month, we've got, one meal covered that we don't have to worry about. My personal experience with Shakeology and how it has helped me is, like I was saying at the beginning, I was a nursing mom and my alarm would go off at 5 o'clock and I had been up 3 times that night and I would hit snooze. I could not get myself out of bed in the morning to get a workout done. And one of the first things I noticed was within the first 3 days was that I actually, when my alarm went off, I was like, okay, I can get up. I feel okay getting up and getting a workout done. The other thing that happened is I'm a school teacher. And so at 3:30, it was like work was done. I'd come home and I would pretty much consider myself a binge eater. I mean, I could park myself in the pantry and just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. And then dinner would come and I wouldn't have any problems having dinner either. And with Shakeology, I get home, I have it for my afternoon snack because that's the time that I have my biggest cravings and it helps me. But you have to decide when the best time is for you. I have a lot of people who drink it in the morning right away for their breakfast, and that works for them. But I have it at the end of the day, and it's able to sustain me, and I don't go back into the kitchen before dinner. And so that's awesome. The other things that I notice are, you can't tell by my face right now, my lovely little blemishes that I have going on, but it has helped my face so much. My nails are so much stronger. My hair is as long and as wonderful a thickness as it's ever been, and that's saying something for being postpartum for any of you who have had that lovely hair loss that usually takes place. So those are just some of the things that I've experienced and some of the things that I wanted you to know about Shakeology. Lastly, all you need to know is that Shakeology is the best ingredients that you are going to find in any product. It is whole foods. It is all natural. There's nothing nothing artificial in it. No coloring, no flavoring, and there's no soy, which those are all just chemicals and fillers. And so if you look at anything, it's hard to find things that don't have those ingredients in them because they're cheap. They're cheap to make, and so they use them in their product to keep the cost down. But what do you really want to be putting in your body to make sure that you're fueling it properly so that you can get the results that you want? So I hope that answered a few of your questions or concerns about Shakeology. If you have any additional questions, just put them in the comments and we can be sure to answer all of your questions. So